Welcome to our holiday Gala girls. Oh, Jocelyn! Hi, I haven't seen you in ages. How have you been?
It's my triumphant return.
So we're thinking holiday cocktail party. What are you in the mood for?
I think it's got to be simple and easy.
Challenge accepted. So how about this? We'll do our Christmas spirit in the form of a raspberry crush Collins, gin and fresh juices garnished with frozen cranberries and fragrant rosemary.
Instead of more sweets, we're making smoked salmon with dill and creme fraiche on pumpernickel toast. Sophisticated but a cinch to prepare. Fig, prosciutto, and goat cheese tartlets are a surprising yet delicious mix of flavors. And chipped beef dip in a bread bowl is one of our family favorites.
Yes, it is. We're decorating the house with roses and greenery, and the arrangement capitalizes on holiday sparkle. We've compiled some great Christmas songs, and when your guests try their hand at our Who Played Santa Claus trivia game, your party will be one of the highlights of the season.
Happy holidays from the Gala girls. So now we're going to make our signature cocktail,
Okay.
which is a raspberry crush Collins.
I'm very much looking forward to this, Jocelyn.
As it involves my favorite ingredient, gin.
And this recipe comes to us from one of our friends, Dee Brun, the cocktail diva up in Canada.
That's right, those Canadians, they know how to drink.
Our neighbors to the north, we sure do love them.
So we're going to start by putting 1 ounce of lime juice into the cocktail shaker.
Okay.
And we're going to muddle that with about 3 sprigs of rosemary.
And I see you're going to let me do the muddling
Absolutely.
because I am strong like bull, which always helps at Christmas time, doesn't it, Jocelyn?
I don't know, the muddling, it just seems obscene.
Oh, I like muddling. I like to,
Do you?
yeah, I do.
Nice.
I like to muddle my way through my muddling.
So once Alexandra has muddled this well, we're going to move on to add 6 ounces of gin.
Okay,
So
let me
that's
just,
about 3 healthy shots.
I'm actually just going to shake this up first to make sure.
With a
that-
little ice. Keep it cold.
Okay. I'm going to do a lot of ice. You okay with that? Nobody likes warm gin. Okay. I'll shake it up. All right, so what are we doing?
All right. So Alexandra has
There we are.
made that cold. Now I'm going to add my gin.
I made it super cold.
Well, remember, they are Canadian. It makes them feel comfortable. 1.
It is cold up there. Although it's probably not that much colder up there than it is here in Boston.
Oh, Ontario? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Arctic Circle
Boy,
at all?
good stories coming out of Toronto these days now, isn't there? Anyway, sorry. Different show.
Alrighty.
Okay, moving along.
So we've got the 6 ounces of gin. We're also going to do another 6 ounces of cranberry.
Okay. What are our other juices we've got going in here?
Then we're going to do 3 ounces of white grape juice and 3 ounces of club soda. Let's give it a little fizz, some kick.
Okay, I'm sorry. How much? Here you are.
3 and 3.
Okay. But we top it off with the club soda, right?
That's right.
Because I'm afraid if we shake it,
Yes, all over your shirt.
I was thinking, what do you call it? Sealing, but sure, that too.
Whatever.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to shake this one right up for you. Do you want me to do the shaking?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I like her to do the dirty work.
Well, cocktailing ain't exactly dirty work now, is it?
Not at all.
Okay. All right, do you want to actually pour them? Because I have
Certainly.
a little treat I got for her.
And let's not forget the club soda.
Nope, that goes right on the top. I froze some cranberries.
You fancy thing.
I thought those would be kind of cute. What do you think?
I love it.
All right.
And you've got a little bit of the green from the rosemary, so it really does look cute and Christmassy.
I'm going to garnish it with a little rosemary as well there, Chickadee. How do you think about that?
Love it.
right,
Now
should
let's
we
throw a
invite
little
Jen?
club soda in there.
sorry
Don't
about
forget the fizz.
I know, I forgot all about that. My bad.
And yes, we're going to invite our third Gala girl, our fearless leader, into the shot.
Into the shot of the drink.
Exactly.
Here I am.
Okay.
There you are, my friend.
To the holidays.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, let's try this thing.
We like it.
This is yummy. I like this. We never, I shouldn't say never, we don't use herbs that often, but I think
No.
we should.
Yeah.
No, and Rosemary Clooney.
There we go.
She does have some great
She
Christmas
represents
carols.
Christmas to me in
Yeah.
many ways.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, so we decided to do this holiday party kind of on a whim. So this is something that you can throw together like we did tonight. Yes. I stopped at the Milton Fruit Market and bought all of the ingredients for these 3 fabulous appetizers for well under $50. And it's enough to feed a crowd of, I would say, 25.
Fabulous.
Yeah, we didn't do the desserts this time. We decided to stick with straight up appetizers because everybody brings Christmas cookies right around this time.
Absolutely.
There's so many sweets. So what we're doing first is a chip beef dip.
Ah, an old favorite.
An old favorite. Now, actually it is an old favorite because for us, the 3 Meek girls, when we were growing up, our half-sister Susan used to make this every Christmas. And for me, it represents Christmas in many ways. And I do realize that chipped beef is something that's probably not high on your list for holiday entertaining, but this is worth your while.
It is high on your sodium list, though.
It is, absolutely. You want your rings tight on Christmas morning? This is what you want to do.
For good friends at home, Elle.
Yes. So what you want is you want a can of dried beef or chipped beef, and then actually I went to the fruit market and I got a beautiful country sourdough loaf, and we just lopped off the top, hollowed it out, and cut up the remains. That's what you're going to use to dip with the dip.
I've chipped the beef already in our fabulous
food processor. Yes, so all it is 1 can of the chipped beef. You're going to put in a block of cream cheese. Jocelyn's going to do that right now. And there's many variations on this dip. Some people serve it hot, some people roll it into a log. I like it in a bread bowl. That's just me.
I'm with you.
So we're going to put the cream cheese and then about a half of a pint of sour cream. And then a lot of people put scallions in. Joss, if you want to just put a handful of those scallions that I've chopped up in there as well.
Give it a nice bit of color.
Yep, and then last but not least, I like a little bit of dill in it too. I think that really makes it pop. There you go, that's perfect. Okay. And put the whole bad boy together and do a quick zing in the food processor. As you can tell, this is an enormously difficult dip.
That's why I've been chosen to assist. Voila!
Yeah, very difficult holiday entertaining. You want to grab that spatula for me?
Certainly.
And then what you do is you just simply scoop it out and put it into your lovely bread bowl that you've already done. And you know, you can let this sit. I would do this probably at least 2 hours before your guests arrive, only because the longer it sits, the better the flavors meld together. And what you can see is that it looks so beautiful. And then when you're done, Jocelyn, I'm going to ask you to take a little bit more of the dill and just sprinkle it maybe to the side for a little bit of accent and holiday color, because we do have some pink from our chipped beef.
There we are.
And the dill on the side.
Yeah, and let's just try that really quick. I just have to.
It screams being at Susan's house on Christmas Eve, doesn't it?
This and a little bowl of potpourri and I'm good.
Cheers. Okay, so now we're doing our second appetizer, which is again incredibly easy to assemble, but has this very nice sophistication to it.
Yes, smoked salmon actually is just one of those things that is just very delicious, especially at the holidays.
I think so too, and the colors also look incredibly pretty. So what we did is we started with a little tub of creme fraiche, which is kind of a combination of sour cream and cream cheese. It's delicious and it's very soft.
Plus it's very French.
Very French.
Noël.
Joie Noël?
I don't know. I can't do
Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of lemon juice and just squeeze that in right there to give it a little bit of zing. And Alexander, I'm going to have you put a little lemon zest too, because even though the juice is great, the zest is even better. You
Plus,
don't need
I'm
a lot.
a great zester.
You're a good zester.
I muddle well. I zest like a champ. Come on for nothing.
Again, as Jocelyn said, we stick her with the bad jobs. She's a great greaser of pans too.
That's usually Jocelyn's job.
Okay, and then we're going to put, I would say, like about 2 or 3 tablespoons, it's up to you completely, of capers.
You know, when I'm out at a restaurant, if I see capers in any on any dish, I always order it. It's one of those go-to ingredients for me.
Yeah, you've never met an olive that you didn't like either, so.
Oh my God! Sometimes if there's olives and capers, It's like a home run, a culinary home run.
Back to the sodium that we referenced earlier in the show. So, okay, so we have this lovely little spread. It's nice and soft, and what we're going to do is, Alexander, I'm going to have you start spreading these on these little pumpernickel party toasts or rise. You can toast these if you'd like, but I like them soft for this type of
I do too.
this type of an appetizer. I feel like if it's too crunchy, it's too much going on. So just start doing those, and what we'll do is with each of them is we just taken a little piece of smoked salmon. I got this at the Fruit Center too. It's really not as expensive as you think it might be, and it really just looks beautiful, and guests feel as if they're it's fine dining. That's pretty much how we roll. The illusion of fine dining.
But that's the kicker, because the holidays, especially, you know, you're going from from one Christmas party to the next. And wouldn't it be nice on like a Thursday night or a Friday night to just have a few friends over and have like a little cocktail party that you can do really kind of easy once you get home from work.
Absolutely, and that's what these are. Really, they're just assembly at this point. And then what we're going to do is you can finish them off with black pepper, but also with a little bit of dill, which not only does it add a nice little spice with the, not spice, but a lovely flavor to the salmon, but it also looks so pretty too at Christmas time too. Look how pretty those are.
Would you like to have a little taste?
Yes,
because this is what I do. This is what I do for you folks, you know? I'm a giver and I help out. What do you think? Do you love it?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
I could eat like 4 of them. Really good.
Good. All right, well, we'll get to work on these then.
Or she'll get to work, would be nice. Hello. Okay, so for our last appetizer, also up here in terms of sophistication, but down here in terms of ease. Hello, Sandra Lee.
Excellent.
So what we did is we took a square of puff pastry, which you can find in the freezer section. You just roll it out. I didn't roll it too thin because I like to have a little bit of a crust on this because it needs to be supportive of what we're putting on it. Throw it in the oven at about 400 degrees until it puffs right up nicely like this. And then we're going to use this as our vehicle, as one would say. What we're putting on next, super easy, fig and ginger jam.
Ooh.
Say that twice.
Fig and ginger jam.
Doesn't it just sound holiday-esque?
It certainly does.
Okay, so what I'm going to have you do, Jocelyn, is spread some of this on the puff pastry, and don't worry about the fact that it's going to push down a little bit. That's what it's for.
Excellent.
And you just want to spread the whole thing around the whole tartlet, or as you were making fun of earlier, or as our mother might say, tatlet.
Hello, darling.
Yep, and then once we finish doing that, what we're going to do is add a small size of goat cheese. Now, this is where it's completely up to you in terms of the goat cheese. You can run this back into your still hot oven so that the goat cheese melts a little bit, or you can just dabble it on in squares like this and leave it cold. It's completely up to you. So if you want to help by doing that, that would be great. Do it around. And then our next layer after the goat cheese is, God bless Milton Food Market, this beautiful prosciutto.
Oh, yum.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, delicious. Prosciutto for me also screams Christmas, and I don't know why.
For me, it's an every day of the year occurrence.
I wish it was for me. It should be for me. This is some arugula, and again, sorry to keep plugging the fruit market, but God bless them. Washed, cleaned, in the bag, delish. And the nice part about the arugula is not only does it make it look so pretty and festive, but it adds that nice little peppery bite to it that finishes it off very nicely.
Yum.
Now you can serve this as an appetizer in the middle of your table, or what you can do, what we're going to do, is to slice it into little tartlets and put them on a plate and serve them around as past hors d'oeuvres, and they are delish.
All right, let's kick off a little atmosphere with some cocktails. You know, you keep saying, you know, this reminds you of holidays, that reminds you of holidays. Gin reminds me of Christmas. I have to be honest with you.
Gin and tonic.
Yes. So our flower arrangement, obviously, Christmas is perfect time for fleurs. And we are going to do something kind of fun this time around. We're going to use some red water rather than some sort of a funky vase that's in all sorts of stuff. So Jocelyn is going to dye our water red, and we're going to do this famous trick with some cellophane. We've done this a bunch of times.
I love this trick.
I do too. Chris, who runs the flower market down at Whole Foods, who does all our flowers, she taught me this, and I love it, love it, love it. We do it all the time. Okay, so there you go. Look at how pretty this is.
Voila.
Well, that was easy. There you go. Okay, so we are now going to pour this right in here, and it's going to look like little ice cubes. And you're actually going to see it even more because of the red. So there you are. How cool this is.
Lovely.
How awesome is that, right?
Fantastic.
Very cool. Okay, as we always do, we're gonna just start with our greens. Now, when you have the cellophane in here, it definitely makes things a little more tricky or easier depending on your view of things, because it really is gonna kind of hold things up a little bit more. So you just sort of squash some stuff down like this. You also might want to cut some of your flowers a little bit shorter. You know, as I was cutting these, I was like, oh, I really wish I remembered what these were called, and I don't. But they're pretty, and they're green.
Well, you know you're talking to the wrong two people here, because we have no idea. This is your bag, baby.
Well, these, what I was going for with this was really to kind of do sort of a funky, mostly greens arrangement, and then add in some kind of festive colors. So again, you don't have to go bananas on anything, but I thought just turning this around.
Is that eucalyptus? It smells like it.
It's not eucalyptus, and again, I totally should have known what it was, and I don't.
It's pretty.
It's green and it's pretty. These I know, these are Hypernicum berries. So we're gonna throw a few of these in as well. And as you see, so we're getting some very good festive colors. We'll go in here. Now, the roses. These are absolutely beautiful. And again, the folks at Whole Foods just loaded us up.
Can we start cutting some?
That would be great. So let's put some roses in here. Okay, so once you are looking at your arrangement, starting to really kind of fill in there, I've got a few of these little white calla lilies as like little showstoppers.
Nice.
Do you think it's a showstopper?
I do.
Lovely. Yep, so we throw a few. I knew one of those was going behind an ear somewhere. We'll throw this right in here. And what I also did was, as you'll notice when you are doing this yourself, the cellophane definitely makes it a little interesting when you're trying to put flowers in. So if you have to take them out and cut them shorter to just kind of get them in there, then don't even worry about it. So we've got that. Then we've got a little bit of this Dusty Miller, which we can also throw in. And then Jennifer, if you wouldn't mind,
yes,
a couple of these little balls that, oh sorry, Jocelyn, I'm micromanaging the flower arranging, shocking.
What do I do?
You just put them anywhere you think might be like a nice little treat.
Oh,
what do you think? How cute does that look, right?
I love that.
And so, you know, when you're putting something like this together, everyone's like, oh my God, that's so amazing. How'd you? Well, this is exactly how we just did it. It actually is not tough to do. And when you're doing flower arrangement and you have so many greens, it fills in and it looks really nice. So you don't have to do that much. And all of these flowers did not cost that much money. I think they were like $25 for everything. Hit a few sales and you're good to go.
Can I also say though, one thing that you always tell and I always forget is you keep turning it. The entire time she's been doing this, she turns and turns and turns, and I think that's where I go wrong. I forget to turn.
You just, if it starts to look lopsided, then just fill in on another side. Okay,
Yeah.
so there you are. So you have this beautiful arrangement.
Love it.
So there you are. We can put this over here. Oh, and speaking of beautiful things, oh, don't steal my cocktail. I want that.
Yeah.
We have our invitation from our friends at Textile Designs. We went with a little, what does the elf say? Yeah. Join us for candy canes and cocktails. Go on our website. You can find her at textiledesigns.com. All excellent make sure you spice up your holiday party with an actual paper invitation this year. And another thing that we're gonna do is our holiday CD. What is a Christmas party without Christmas music?
Huge fan.
Yeah, right? Mhm.
Yep.
And what we
If there's one party in the year that you do this for, if you don't do a CD for any other party, this is the one you should do it for.
Yeah, and people save it year to year.
Oh my God, I had the school crossing guard at the elementary school today say, I love your holiday CD. I can't wait for it again this year. So, and one of the things we try to do is not just put on the stuff you listen to on the radio, but things that you love and maybe different people are singing them. What do you?
My favorite, Dean Martin's Marshmallow
Me
World.
too, that's one of my favorites.
We did Winter Wonderland with Peggy Lee. Everybody's Waiting for the Man with the Bag, K-Star.
I love that one.
A different version of Baby It's Cold Outside. So go on our website, greaterbostongallagirls.com.
Download this.
stuff.
So easy.
Click, print, burn. And as you are enjoying your cocktails and your hors d'oeuvres with your guests, now we're gonna pass around a little game. And I'm not gonna lie to you, we all think we're so good at holiday movies. You are not as good as you thought. This is called Is That You, Santa Claus? And what you need to do is match.
Hard.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
Match the actor with the movie in which he played Santa Claus. So for example, Paul Giamatti, which did he play Santa Claus in? Jocelyn, take a guess.
My Lord.
Paul Giamatti.
I might drink while I'm waiting for these two to try and figure
There's a few of these, I didn't know. Rise of the Guardians?
Incorrect, Jocelyn?
I haven't even seen half of these.
Well, I'll tell you, it's Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn. Yes, he plays his brother. Paul Sorvino, Santa Baby 2, and actually both Santa Clauses on The Miracle on 34th Street. It was Richard Attenborough as well as Sebastian Cabot. He was the original.
I knew.
Excellent.
No, Attenborough was the original.
No.
Attenborough is from Jurassic Park.
Oh, right.
He did kind of look like Santa Claus in Jurassic Park, though.
yeah.
But he was somewhat
Oh,
sinister.
good one. Very, very
So
good.
this is a hard one, and it's very easy. It gets all your guests talking. They start talking about the holiday movies. Oh, I love this
Yeah.
one. Blah, 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 whatever. You got it.
Very nice.
So all of these things we have just done. I think we taped this entire episode in 1 hour and 10 minutes, and we took breaks in between. So if we did it that fast, you can too. And with that, we say happy holidays and any excuse for a party. Cheers.